We are here in Bloomington, Indiana at Indiana University to ask students what they think about diversity on the IU campus. You're talking about diversity on the IU campus, and I just kind of wanted to know, what does diversity mean to you?
Diversity means people from different backgrounds coming together to be able to share their ideas and experiences to make sort of the educational experience here better for all. So when a lot of people come from different backgrounds, they can give different opinions and have different insights into sort of activities and education and that kind of thing, and so things are better that way.
From what you've seen, since you are just in the School of Education, what do you think there's a way for students, if they feel like maybe they're underrepresented at IU, that there's a place they can go to voice their concerns? Do you know of a place that they can do that?
I actually don't.
Okay.
I know that there are various places and organizations for people from certain backgrounds. Like I know there's a Black Cultural Center, and I know that a lot of international students use sort of international student services. But beyond that, I don't really know where else students go for that kind of information or help.
Okay. So there's been, in the past year, excuse me, a couple of student deaths that have happened, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And there's been a term kind of thrown around which was the white girl syndrome. And do you think that the university responded to the deaths of Hannah Wilson or the disappearances and deaths of Hannah Wilson and Lauren Spearer differently than with maybe Joseph Smedley?
Right. So it seemed a little different, to be honest. I have heard of this syndrome before, and I've heard of this idea. And I feel that there was a bit of that going on. I was sort of disappointed with the way that the information about the disappearance of Joseph was sort of told. And then I'm still not sure that we've received an official email that they found him in Griffey Lake. I've heard about it. But the thing is, I do think there was a lot of student support around that. And I saw a lot of information on Facebook and Twitter and people looking for him. And so I think that what's maybe disappointing from the side of the university officially, the students and sort of community around have really rallied around to try to fill those gaps.
How diverse would you say the IU Bloomington campus is?
I think it's fairly diverse considering I come from a not very diverse area. I'm from southern Indiana, so here it's much more diverse than my background.
Yeah, I'd agree with Maggie. I came from a really small town, so coming here, I came here because it's diverse, so I definitely would say it is.
Yeah, I'm from Chicago, so I'm within the city, so I'm used to a more urban area, and that was actually a big concern when I was choosing what school I wanted to go to. And one of the administrators that I talked to said that even though, IU may not always seem physically as diverse, I think that definitely mentally and emotionally how the school supports you. I see all different kinds of groups of people. I see all different kinds of people that you wouldn't think would hang out with these groups of people hanging out, and I definitely feel comfortable being here and feel like it's a good environment.
How important do you think it is? I mean, I'm guessing you all live in the residence halls. How important do you think it is to have people, just different backgrounds, different lifestyles, all come into one place? To kind of, I guess, is that important to you to have that and be around people that you've never really experienced before?
I think it's incredibly important because I'm never going to have this again. I'm never going to live in that close of proximity to all these different kinds of people. So it's an experience I've never had, and I'm probably never going to have again. So I think it's eye-opening and wonderful.
Do you think IU or Bloomington kind of falls in line with your definition of diversity? Do you think the campus is diverse from what you've seen?
Yeah, definitely. Because I can see a lot of my classmates actually come from different countries, and I'm currently working on a class project, and actually my team is really diverse in a background. Like I'm from China, and we have a guy from Italy.
Wow.
And a guy from America and a guy from Korea.
Okay.
So I think that makes our team really efficient and effective. So I think diversity you can see everywhere in IU.
So do you think IU is diverse? Do you think specifically your background and your race is? Do you think it's represented here at IU? Do you think they do a good job of representing that and having different outlets and different things on the campus that are catered specifically for you?
Yeah. I agree with that because I think like people from Asia, they are like more hardworking, but like the people from United States, they are very creative, they are very motivated. So when we work together, we can like strengthen our different potentials.
Okay.
Yeah. so-
Awesome. What does the term diversity mean to you ladies? When you hear the word, kind of what do you think about it?
Diversity means everybody.
Black, yeah,
It just
black,
means
white,
all
Asian,
inclusive.
Hispanics, everybody.
And do you think since you've been here, maybe, so you're saying back when you guys were here, there wasn't much diversity. So what you've seen just from walking through the campus that you've been here, have you seen that it's definitely changed since you've been here?
It's changed. It's changed, but I still see the separation. Segregation.
Yeah.
We just came from the
Tailgate.
tailgating,
Okay.
and there
Tailgate
was
segregated.
black tailgating over here, and as far as the sororities and fraternities, and white sorority and fraternities tailgating over there,
Okay.
and where we saw the mixture was parents.